Hello there, welcome into the latest edition of the SAU Baseball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head baseball coach Steve Browning. And coach, another week into the season, the weeks kind of are getting smaller and smaller as we're kind of hitting the home stretch towards Great American Conference Tournament. Really a tough week for your baseball team this past weekend, all on the road. You go to East Central, have an outstanding opening game, win 16-1. And then kind of ran into some pretty good pitching in East Central in the next couple of games, limited to just one run in each of those games. And then just yesterday, you hit the road again and take on a very good Arkansas Tech team in non-conference play. Pitchers duel that went down to the absolute wire, and unfortunately they came away with a 2-1 walk-off win in that one. Talk a little bit about just your team throughout this past week.
Well, it's been tough. It's been trying for us, obviously, as a team, and we're faced with a lot of adversity right here. But any good team knows that you're going to face adversity, and you're going to kind of have that lull, during the season. And the key is you just got to get out of it quick. And so right now we got to concentrate on the brights, the good spots, and back to East Central we did. First game come out clicking. Had a great performance by Dylan Lynn. And offensively, we capitalized on their mistakes, and then obviously hit the ball and executed well. And every aspect of the game we're really good at. And then the next two games, not so much. And had good starting pitching in both those games. Just offensively, we weren't able to execute very well. We got some guys on base, and we just didn't get the big hit when we needed to, or move the runner over, and that type of stuff. And things that we've been pretty good at. But in tight ball games, when you're facing good pitching, and that's you got to capitalize on those, and that's kind of where we got ourselves in trouble yesterday. Great ball game, Umezo Densaki threw, outstanding. Big midweek matchup, even though it wasn't conference as far as regional stand, and just the aspect that you've got two top 10 teams playing against each other. So a lot was on the stake, a lot was riding on the game, and again, like I said, I thought we did a really good job offensively getting guys on base. We just couldn't capitalize on the execution side of it. And hats off to Tech. They made some good pitches when they needed to, and some good defensive plays, just as we did. It was a great game. It just leaves a sour taste in your mouth because even though you didn't play that well offensively, you're cruising, you got a good arm on the mound, and then all of a sudden it's just with 2 outs left in the 9th inning, it's taken away from you. But we'll find out what type of team we're made out of. You gotta as bad as it hurts, you got to get rid of that game quickly and bounce back and get ready, because there is no, in our schedule, and like you said, where we're at in our schedule, there's no rest. You've got 3 weeks left basically, and yes, this is our bye weekend in conference, but we're playing a top 10 team again with Delta State, and obviously they were scheduled for a reason, because we could have very easily taken this weekend off, but that's not going to make you any better as a team to take weekends off. So we need to get some guys back out there this weekend and get them going, and hopefully kind of sort through some of our areas we've struggled at, and hopefully get the guys going again.
Yeah, you mentioned this upcoming weekend playing host to Delta State. They're ranked as high as number 6 in one of the national polls. They seem to be on a roll earlier on in the year. You guys, back and forth, heavyweight match. You come away, 13-11 win in 11 innings at their place. So another just a classic SAU Delta State game. This happens going to be a 3-game series, both of them on the weekends, out of conference play, but it's safe to say that both of you guys are going to throw your best arms at one another, so it's going to play out like a conference weekend. Do you see that kind of maybe intensifying maybe this weekend series?
I think, again, because just the rivalry, I think there's a mutual respect there. They've been a great program for years, and the tradition of our program, and I have respect for their coaching staff, and I think they have respect for us. So I think just that alone, the rivalry intensifies the weekend. The regional importance of it puts more, because now we're in that part of the season where regionals are going to start coming out, and so I think that intensifies it a little bit, and it's our home field, and if our guys can't get up for an opportunity to play a 3-game series against a top 10 team, really when you got 2 top 10 teams playing a weekend series. In front of your whole crowd, in front of hopefully nice weather, and with the festivities that we have in front of us, hopefully they can get up for that.
Yeah, you started to allude to some of those festivities. One of the things that's going to make this weekend that much more special is 3rd Annual Military Appreciation Day. Obviously started 2 years ago. It's been a great success, including last year. The thing that a lot of people, I think, really enjoy about this Military Appreciation Day, not just the fact that we are honoring the military men and women, but the fact that there are American flags all throughout the stadium. It really creates a very unique atmosphere at the stadium. Also have a chance to bring back some former players that are going to throw out the first pitch. This year it's former All-American John Long. Recently, 2008 was the last time he was here. And so just talk a little bit about that. You guys get a chance to wear the camo uniforms and the camo hat, and kind of just talk about how important of a weekend it is to you guys.
Well, it's huge. I think it's important for our program. So many people give to our program, and I think it's just a gesture that not only our program but Mule Rider Athletics can give back and say thank you. And because we're able to play this game so freely, and sometimes you take it for granted, but before every ball game you stand there and the national anthem's played, and sometimes you take it for granted that there's a reason why you're able to play that game and stand there with freedom, I guess, for the national anthem. And so it's just a small gesture. We can never repay, for the sacrifice that's been made, but we've got a lot of former baseball players that have military connections, or we got players and their parents and grandparents, and we're all affected by it. So I think it's just a great way for us to give back and say thank you, and hopefully this year will be bigger than it ever has been, and hopefully the Mule Riders give them something to cheer for, and at the end of the day, like I said, be able to say thank you, and hopefully, like I said, put together some good ball games for them.
We appreciate your time very much. Again, it's head baseball coach Steve Browning. Big weekend on tap for the Mule Rider baseball team as they play host to number 6 ranked Delta State at Walker Stadium, Goodhart Field. Again, Saturday, a doubleheader starting at 3. That's going to be the Military Appreciation Day. If you're a current or former member of the Armed Services, you just bring your military ID, you get free admission. We'll have the singing of the national anthem, God Bless America, during the 7th inning stretch. And again, the American flags will be all throughout the stadium. So it should be a great weekend on tap for the Mule Rider baseball team. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.